Assalamu alaikum. Inshallah, today we'll be starting with a quick lesson on qalqala. It's one of the tajweed rules. So basically what qalqala is, inshallah, it's hard to describe, but we'll go over some examples of it as well in a moment. So there are certain letters of qalqala that when there is a sukoon, you perform what we call qalqala on them. Usually it's described as a shaking or an echoing of that letter. One important thing to remember about this is that this all occurs inside of your mouth, right? So air shouldn't go through your teeth. Like in the word teeth, at the end you say, you can kind of feel the air going through. So on the letters of qalqala, you have to try and make sure not to let that happen. This echoing or shaking, it should happen inside of your mouth. So the letters of qalqala, there are 5 of them: qaf, ba, ba, jim, and dal. And then the mnemonic, the memory trick is to just put them into the word qutub jad. So anytime you think of qalqala, think of qutub jad, and then you'll know all 5 letters instead of having to memorize them one by one. All right, and so for practice, we have a few words. Let me know if you'd like to read one of these for me, and see if you can, identify the qalqala and pronounce it. Sorry, actually, I didn't go over how to pronounce it now that I think about it. So, for example, you have these 5 letters. Let's say qaf. If you pronounce it without a qalqala, there's 2 things are gonna happen. 1, it's gonna feel wrong, and 2, it's people aren't going to be able to understand it very well. So let's say I pronounce it up, right? There's really, it kind of just stops the sound right there. But if you pronounce it with qalqala, it's going to sound like this, aqa, right? Because there's that little bit of echo there, aqa. Same with the rest of the letters. So then, for example, ta, if you pronounce it without qalqala, it'll be up. And again, it's just this stoppage that feels wrong, and also people can't actually understand what the letter is. So it would be aqa. Same with fa, jim, and dal. So aba, aj, aj. So that's how it's going to be pronounced. And the more you listen to the Quran as well, to different reciters, you'll be able to see how they how it sounds when they recite it. Now let's do some practice. Would anybody like to recite this first word for us, or these first 2 words? Ishal, please go ahead.
Yeah, from which side do I start? Like the left or the right?
Start from the right.
Okay. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Awajhahu.
Can you not see the word to the other word to its right? Because there's another word. Maybe it's not showing up on your screen. But okay, so go ahead, say what you just did again.
Awajhahu.
Okay, and which letter has qalqala on it?
Jim.
Okay. So try to make the echo a little bit more stronger.
Awajhahu.
Very good. Yeah. Thank you so much, sister. And Sister Masuma, please go ahead.
Should I read the first one?
Yeah, if you could, that would be great.
قَدْ جَاءَنَا.
Accent, very good. And so which letter had it, the qalqala? Sister Masuma? Okay, so we'll go to the next one. Sister Zainab Shah.
Should I do the second one or first one?
Do the one after al-Wajharu.
I'll never do.
Okay. And where was the qalqala here? Go ahead, you can answer confidently. Sorry?
On the island?
No, there isn't one because ain's not one of the letters. That's probably why you were a little confused. So that was a trick question. So it's also important to remember when there's a letter that's not from Qutub Jad, that you have to make sure not to pronounce qalqala on it. And you pronounced it perfectly. It was very good. Thank you, sister. And how about we have two more, if anybody else would like to volunteer.
I can do the next one.
Please go ahead.
وَيَقْبِضْنَ.
Okay, great. And so there were two sukuns here. Which one had qalqala?
I think the qaf had it because it's part of Qutbi Jad, but the dad does not.
Perfect. Yep, that's right. Thank you. And last one. So this one, there's actually no qalqala here. I was wondering if somebody wants to tell us based off of our last lesson, how many counts this mud on Safat is going to be.
Can I answer? Should I?
Ali Shirazi has his hand up.
Okay.
I'll let him answer this one. Thank you.
6 counts?
6?
Yes.
Very good. Why is that?
And what did you say?
Sorry?
What did you say?
Why is it 6?
Because of the symbol, the madda.
Yes, but if that's there, it could be 4 or 6. So why is it 6 instead of 4, do you think?
Because it has another madda below it has 2 maddas.
Kind of. So there's really only one. So what happens is if you see this method here, and after it, there is a sukun or a shadda, then you know it's going to be 6 counts. But if there's a hamza instead, then it's 4. But good job looking out for that method. Like it was put here for people to know that they're supposed to extend those long vowels, and it's going to be either 4 or 6 that way. All right. And inshallah, we can get started with our recitations. So we're starting with Surah Maryam, page 305. Who would like to get started? Okay, so Muhammad Ibrahim, please go ahead.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم طه يا عين صاد ذكر رحمة ربك عبده زكريا إذ نادى ربه نداء خفيا قال رب إني وهن العظم مني واشتعل الرأس شيبا ولم أقم بدعائك ربي شاكيا إني خفت.
Thank you. That was very good. And Ali, please go ahead.
بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم وإني خفت ومالي من ورائي وكانت امرأتي عاقرا فهب لي من لدنك وليا يرثني ويرث من آل يعقوب واجعله ربي رضيا يا زكريا إنا نبشرك بغلام اسمه يحيى لم نجعل له من قبل سميا.
Very good, Ali. Thank you very much. And Muhammad Hussein.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم قال ربي أنى يكون لي غلام وكانت امرأتي عاقرا وقد بلغت من الكبار إتيا قال كذلك قال ربك هو علي هين وقد خلقتك من قبل ولم تكن شيئا قال رب اجعل لي آية قال هي آياتك ألا تكلم الناس ثلاث ليال سويا.
Excellent. Thank you very much, Muhammad. And Sister Zainab, please go ahead.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم قال رب اجعل لي آية قال يا آياتك ألا تكلم الناس ثلاث ليال سويا فخرج على قومه من المحراب فأوحى إليهم أن سبحوا بكرة وعشيا.
Excellent. Thank you very much. And Sister Hania.
خذ الكتاب بقوة وآتيناه الحكم صبيا وحنانا من لدنا وزكاة وكان تقيا وبرا بوالديه ولم يكن جبارا عصيا وسلام عليه يوم ولد
ويوم يموت ويوم يبعث حيا.
MashaAllah. Very good. Thank you. And Hamad?
واذكر في الكتاب مريم إذ انتبذت من أهلها مكانا شرقيا فاتخذت من دونهم حجابا فأرسلنا إليها روحنا فتمثل لها بشرا سويا قالت إني أعوذ بالرحمن منك إن كنت تقيا.
Excellent. Very good. Thank you. And Rashid, please go ahead.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. قال إنما أنا رسول ربك لأهب لك غلاما زكيا. قالت أنى يكون لي غلام ولم يمسسني بشر ولم أكو بغيا. قال كذلك قال ربك هو على هين ولنجعله آية للناس ورحمة منا وكان أمرا مقضيا فحملت.
Thank you, Rashid. Very good. And Musa, please go ahead.
فحملته فانتبذت به مكانا قصيا فأجاءها المخاض إلى جذع النخلة قالت يا ليتني مت قبل هذا وكنت نسيا منسيا. فناداها من تحتها ألا تحزني قد جعل ربك تحتك سريا وهزي إليك بخذع النخلة تساقط عليك رطبة خنيا.
Say that the last two words again.
عليك رطبة خنيا. جنيا.
Excellent. Very good. Thank you, Musa. Sister Masuma.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. فكلي واشربي وقري عينا فإما ترين من البشر أحدا فقولي إني نذرت للرحمن صوما فلن أكن اليوم إنسيا. فأتت به قومها تحمله قالوا يا مريم لقد جئت شيئا فريا. يا أخت.
Thank you. And Brother Mortaza.
يا أخت هارون ما كان أبوك امرأ سوء وما كانت أمك بغيا.
أمك.
وأمك بغية فأشارت إليه قالوا كيف نكلم من كان في المهد صبيا قال إني عبد الله آتاني الكتاب وجعلني نبيا.
Excellent. Very good. Thank you. And Taha, please go ahead.
وجعلني مباركا أينما كنت وأوصاني بالصلاة والزكاة ما دمت حيا وبرا بوالدتي ولم يجعلني جبارا شقيا والسلام علي يوم ولدت ويوم أموت ويوم أبعث حيا ذلك عيسى.
Thank you so much, Taha. And Mustafa, please go ahead.
ذلك عيسى بن مريم قول الحق الذي فيه يمترون ما كان لله أن يتخذ من ولد سبحانه إذا قضى أمرا فإنما له كن فيكون وإن الله ربي وربكم فاعبدوه وذا صراط مستقيم.
Ahsan. Thank you very much. And Brother Ali Shirazi, please go ahead.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم فاختلف فالأحزاب من بينهم فويل للذين كفروا من مشهد يوم عظيم أسمعهم وأبصر يوم يأتوننا لكن الظالمون يوم في ضلال مبين وأنذرهم يوم الحسرة إذ قضي الأمر وهم في غفلة وهم لا يؤمنون.
Excellent. Very good. Thank you, Ali. And Sister Isha, please go ahead.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم إن نحن نرث الأرض ومن عليها وإلينا يرجعون واذكر في الكتاب إبراهيم إنه كان صديقا نبيا إذ قال لأبيه يا أبت لم تعبد ما لا يسمع ولا يبصر ولا يغني عنك شيئا.
Excellent. Very good. Thank you, sister. A good example of qalqala is the name Ibrahim. So you have a ba with a sukun on it, so it's always pronounced Ibrahim. So you can try to remember qalqala when you see that name as well. And And Sister Layla, please go ahead.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بأبيتي إني قد جاءني من العلم ما لم يأتك فاتبعني عهدك صراطا سويا يا عباتي لا تعبد الشيطان إن الشيطان كان للرحمن عصيا.
One more ayah, please.
يا عباتي إني أخاف أن يمسك عذاب من الرحمن فتكون للشيطان وليا.
That's very good, thank you. And I don't know if you guys remember a few lessons ago we talked about tasqeen. So there's the letters that there are a lot to look out for. The mnemonic, we use the memory trick list. We put them into the word khussa, baftin, qalb. So ta was one of those letters. And when there's a fatha alif after a ta, so usually we would pronounce most other letters. We would say like shaitan, for example. But because this is, since the ta is one of the letters of tasqeen, we raise the back of our tongue up towards the roof of our mouth. And then we also change how we pronounce the fatha alif afterwards. So instead of a, we pronounce it as a. So then another thing to remember is, every time you see shaitan, it's always shaitan, not shaitan. And very good. Thank you all for participating. And inshallah, we will see everybody tomorrow. Amen. God Hafiz.
Hafiz.